Let's shift our focus to Pakistan now. In a latest turn of events, Pakistan's former Prime Minister and Pakistan Muslim League Supremo Nawaz Sharif has banned his party members from holding any meetings with the Pakistan Army or any of its affiliated agencies. Sharif also added that such meetings will need to be approved in the future by the party's leadership if deemed necessary by national security or constitutional requirements. This significant move came a day after Army spokesperson Major General Babar Iftikhar's confirmation that senior PMLN leader Mohammad Zubair had held 2 meetings with Army Chief General recently to discuss the future of the party's supreme leader and his daughter Maryam Nawaz. By divulging further details, he said that the meetings were held in August and September respectively. Meanwhile, PMLN leader Mohammad Zubair defended the event by saying that there was nothing unusual about said meetings. Addressing the Sunday's virtual all-party conference from London, Sharif lashed out at the army by saying there is a state above the state in the country. Majority of Pakistan's opposition parties on Sunday had accused the military of interfering in the country's politics and election process. Mateen Haider, senior journalist from Pakistan, is joining us live now for more on this. Thank you so much for joining us. How do you assess this move to ban party members from holding meetings with military and affiliated agencies? How do you think this will pan out?
Yes, this is quite a significant statement and development within opposition Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. And his speech, when he was planning to deliver speech, even it was under consideration of the government to ban his speech from appearing or broadcasting on Pakistani TV networks. But Prime Minister Khan certainly allowed former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's speech to be broadcast by TV networks in Pakistan. In the background, as you said and quoted Mr. Nawaz Sharif, that he has banned his party leaders from attending any military meeting or any meeting with the military or intelligence chiefs. So there is a reason and background behind that there is a grouping within Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. His brother is having another group, and Maryam Nawaz, daughter of Nawaz Sharif, she's leading another group. Although formally these groups have not been announced, but friction and differences within Pakistan Muslim League are visible. One group is led by Shahbaz Sharif, the other group is led by Maryam Nawaz. And Maryam Nawaz also outside Islamabad High Court made it clear that she's not aware of any meeting of party leaders with the military leaders. So they keeping in view the differences within Pakistan Muslim League and bypassing Nawaz Sharif by his brother Shahbaz Sharif, who went and met Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa, that led to this particular statement made by Mr. Nawaz Sharif. So there is a military spokesman who is also Director General of Inter-Services Public Relations, Major General Babar Iftikhar, in one of the TV interviews and disclosed everything. And the key issue before 4 days, and said these two were discussed in that particular meeting in addition to the constitutional issue of Gilgit-Baltistan. So after his speech and later on this particular statement, now Nawaz Sharif's relation with the military established in Pakistan has been more deepened. So, and in addition to this, then his differences with his brother, who without taking him into confidence went and met Army Chief with the military and with Pakistan's eyesight. Mr. Nawaz Sharif has very, very serious differences and very, very serious issues with them, including Dawn leaks and toppling of his government back in 1999. So I think the crisis has become more serious. And the differences within Pakistan Muslim League have also become deepened. So I don't think so now there is any way out to solve this. And now the party leaders will be bound to seek his permission in future if they wish to meet Pakistan's army leadership or the leadership of inter-services intelligence. So if any party leader would meet, definitely he will create anger from Mr. Nawaz Sharif.
All right. And also another thing that I wanted clarity on, how do you see this panning out in terms of the military interference? Do you think this could put an end to that or help in that?
Yes, as far as military interference into the politics is concerned, in the similar meeting, Pakistani military leadership have also made it very clear that they have nothing to do with the politics. So whatever was the information officially available with us as well, that Pakistan's Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa told the politician that please do not drag military into the politics. Military wanted to stay out of this politics, so do not force military to jump in or to come into the politics as far as election issue of Gilgit-Baltistan is concerned or other political issues. So on the same time, military said they wanted to remain neutral and they wanted to play just a role of facilitator and security as far as elections in Gilgit-Baltistan or other issues are concerned. So basically, military called these all politicians to discuss number of things as far as national security, some of the other issues, but automatically political issues also came under discussion. And Army Chief made it clear that military don't want to be part of any politics. So if we say that military's interference, it was just taking politicians into confidence by the heads of the national security institution. But that annoyed Mr. Nawaz Sharif. So it's on two angles. Nawaz Sharif is also angry with the party leaders and he's also angry with the military leaders silently because his daughter was not invited in that particular meeting. Maryam Nawaz Sharif was not invited in that meeting, but his uncle, younger brother of Mr. Nawaz Sharif, Shahbaz Sharif, was invited. That created anger by both Maryam Nawaz and Mr. Nawaz Sharif. So on the political interference, yes.
All right, Mr. Haider, thank you so much for joining us with all those details.